Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Turning Your Passion into Profit Morning Show. How's everybody doing today? We hope that you're having a fantastic day. Wherever you may be around this globe, we hope that whatever's going on in your life that you just lay it aside and listen to, some things that's going to give you motivation, that's going to inspire you, that's going to give you hope, to bring you into an area of totally maximizing your potential, because that's something that we believe that and we see it for you, whether you believe it or not. We're trying to bring you into an area where you take those jewels, you take those treasures from the inside of you, and you bring it out there and put it on the world stage. And with that being said, let me introduce myself. I'm Gertrude J. Chapman, your number one inspirational book coach. And I teach you how to maximize your potential, how to stop leaving money on the table, how to cut through the clutter, saving you time and money to get your books out there into the marketplace. And let me introduce to you my co host, Tiffany Rochelle.
Yo, good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. I am Tiffany Rochelle, the author, heart, and goal coach. I am also known as the people's cheerleader. And I am the co-host of this wonderful show, Turning Your Passion into Profit. I also host a show called Hear My Heart. That's on Sundays. And what I do is encourage the women to rid the toxins from their hearts and to set goals that are true to you. Out of the abundance of your heart, your mouth speaks. So I have the wonderful opportunity to see this day today, and I'm super excited about that. I guess I better turn off all my notifications. Sorry. So I know you guys don't want to hear all that chirping going on in the background. Nevertheless, show us that you care. Do a little bit of sharing. Share this broadcast with someone. Share it with a friend, family member, or a coworker, or someone that you believe that might be able to be inspired from this particular broadcast. If you hear something that delights you, and you feel like someone should be inspired from this, please go ahead and share, or either feel free just to tag them into the comments if it's someone in particular that you're thinking of. Also comment and have a conversation with us via the comment section as well. I'll also be posting ways that you'll be able to get in contact with Gertrude and myself. It'll be in the comment section as well. But that is our little tool that we utilize so we can go back and forth. Any questions, concerns, or anything that you would like to say, go ahead and throw that in the comment section. So at this time, I am going to turn it back over into the capable hands of our host, Miss Gertrude J. Chapman. And we're getting ready to start turning your passion into profit.
And good morning, Bishop. We just like to, welcome everybody
Bishop.
for tuning in with us this morning, and
Mhm.
hoping that you're enjoying your day, just like we said, wherever you may be around this globe, and also to tell you about upcoming events that we have planned. We have that workshop that's coming up February the 17th, and I don't know, did you drop the link in there, or did I give you the link? Okay, got to work on that. Because yesterday, y'all, we had technical difficulties. But you know what? We went on anyway. If it was on my side, not if it was on my side. But I just thank God for Tiffany. That's the whole point of working in collaboration. You know, when something goes down with one, the other's able to carry it on. So I thank you for holding it down, Tiffany, and closing the program out and just flowing with it. That I certainly appreciate that. But we're gonna have these workshops. We're gonna have these conferences that's coming up. The conference is in March, but the workshop is in
Right.
February the 17th.
Mm-hmm.
And we want to bring that to you because we know that we're at the top of the year, and we're talking about, setting your goals, setting your writing goals, because we tell you about book writing. It's a writing journey. It's a writing journey. And a lot of you, authors, you have it inside of you. You have all of those goals. You have all of those gems, those treasures on the inside of you. And it's to get out to the world, to get out to those who are looking for the answers that you have on the inside of you. And that's why we talk about maximizing your potential. Take those gifts, talents, and abilities outside of you and, share it with the world. You know, enlighten somebody. Enlighten somebody. And I promise you, you'll never run out of writing material because it's inside of you. It's inside of you to bring hope to somebody, to bring healing to somebody, to bring, knowledge to somebody. So, these are what these workshops and these conferences will be. And the conference, Tiffany, this is a great thing, the conference, because in the conference, we're going to bring you people that will take your book to the next level. Okay. And these are some grand connections. I connected with a lady yesterday, after all that technical difficulty, I was able to get that call in, that Zoom.
I'm proud of you for that.
Mm-hmm. It worked out perfect in between all of that. And she came out of Canada. And I don't want to spoil it for you, but I'm just going to let you know, this is going to take your books to the next level.
Good stuff.
It's something for authors. So these workshops and these conferences are going to be for authors. And these are people that want to help, Tiffany. Yes. These are people that believe in collaboration. Mm-hmm. These are people, they're not in it with the competition. They want to truly help. Okay. And that's the whole thing. That's the whole thing. People that, see value in other people and understand that it's all of us together. It's not about the big I and the little you. It's not about that at all. It's all about teamwork. It's all about getting whatever they're doing, whatever their specialty is out there to serve their audience. And I think that's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing.
I always want to be surrounded by people that are ready and willing to help. It's always a beautiful thing to be around people that's like that. You never want to be around these sapsuckers, so to speak. People that are always just pulling from you, but people that are willing to deposit something into you, that's a beautiful thing to be around. And that's one of the purposes of us having the show here, is to deposit some goodness into you, and to help you understand and maximize. That's the theme for the year, is maximizing your full potential. So that's what we're here for, is to help stretch you, to help you grow. And we are going to be those individuals. So yeah, I'm excited for what's getting ready to happen. I'm super excited. This is about to be great. This is good stuff.
Some good stuff. And I know, you had shared something with me yesterday, and I think I put it back and say, oh, this is a great activity, because let me tell you, audience, we want to keep you inspired. We want to keep you, connected with us by interacting with us. That's what we love. We love the interaction. Just don't sit back there and not be known. Okay. This is a safe place. Okay. This is a safe place. We love people. We love connecting with people. We love talking to people. I talked to a lady on Saturday, and she would say, oh, well, you just like what you sound like on when you do your show. I say, yeah, this is me. This is me. And that's Tiffany. This is who we are. This is who we are. We love people. We love connecting. So, if you have any questions or if you have any comments, drop those in the comments section. And we promise we'll answer those in real time, right here. But this is who we are. We love the connection. We love the interaction. So if you have a question or anything of that nature, feel free to ask those questions. Don't think that, oh, well, nobody wants to know about this question, because the very thing that you may be holding back on, other people might want to know. They might want to know.
That's it. So, you might be the voice for them. Be the voice for the people.
Mm-hmm. The voice for the people. The voice for the people. Yeah. And you never know. You just never know.
Never know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So ask those questions. Interact with us. We love that interaction. Mm-hmm. And we're talking about, writing advice. We're talking about those things, today to help the author. We're talking about things where real people live. And that was one of the things the young lady said. She said, this is what it's all about. She listens to our show and different things. And where real people live, where real authors struggle, where real authors have questions and problems. We're not talking about, the punctuations or, anything of that nature or the grammar. We're talking about the struggles, the questions that real authors face when they're trying to write their books. because I believe that we should be there. We should be there 100% with the people. You know what I'm trying to say, Tiffany? 100% with the people. So we're going to talk about the writing advice. And the first one is setting your pace. That's very important. Setting your pace. And these are individual things. These are things that you can't compare yourself to somebody else. You have to set your own pace. And the reason why that is so important is because when you set your pace, you don't have to worry about, what somebody else is doing. You don't have to be in competition with somebody else, because you have to remember, you're running your own race on your own time clock. And we all different. We all individuals, okay? And it's an individual thing. You might not write like Tiffany write. You might not write like I write, okay? But when you set your own pace, now you're able to follow through with that. A lot of times that's what happens, Tiffany. People compare themselves to what somebody else is doing, and then they can't keep up. Then they get discouraged, then they quit. But when you set your own pace, you're likely to follow through with that.
Absolutely.
You're likely to, to be accountable to yourself, because all of those things, the accountability to yourself, the confidence, building that confidence, because if you just quit every time you say, well, I'm going to do this like so-and-so do it. I'm going to follow through like so-and-so do it.
No,
you can't do it that way.
Don't be that person. Be authentically you. Be yourself. Why be somebody else when you're so doggone good at being yourself? You cannot run the same race that I run. You can't run the same race that you run. And I understand we glean wisdom from seeing other people do something, and sure, that can be your motivation. Like, man, I see what they did. Good job. But don't try to do it at the speed or at the pace that I did that. It just isn't going to work. You might get it done faster than I did, but if you're even in a race, or when I used to go working out at the gym, I used to have a workout buddy, and we would always do our warm-ups on the treadmill. Well, I'll start walking on a treadmill, and then after a minute, my speed changes. And so my workout partner that I had with us at that time, or had with me at that time, good morning, Miss Keisha, at the workout partner that I had at that time, she would see that I'm starting to go ahead, I'm speeding up. So she starts speeding up, and I'm like, sweetheart, don't do what you see me doing. That ain't gonna work. You're gonna hurt yourself, because I've been doing this for a little while here. So don't do that. And then she started doing that. Next thing you know, she pulled a muscle. I'm saying all that to say, you can't always keep up with somebody, what you see them doing. If that's not for you, just don't do it. Set your own pace. If you have to walk it out, stay walking out. However you have to warm up, let that be your warm up. Don't do it according to somebody else's, because the way they do things is the way that they do it. You can't do it. You cannot do it that way. Be who you are. Run at your speed, run at your pace. Don't use big words that I may use, and then, expand your vocabulary. But I mean, don't try to put a word in there and it just does not fit because you heard somebody else doing it. Nah, wait until you got that for real inside of you and you understand what it means. But always be you and go at your own pace.
That's so important. Huh? That is so important. And we often talk about, that individuality and being unapologetically you, Nobody could be, like you say, nobody could be you like you, Nobody could be you like you. So don't forget, y'all, audience, drop your comments in the comments section. Also put your business there. Let people know what you do. Okay, put those links there, put your business there, and let those people know what you do, because we all about collaboration. We all about coming together. I'm going to tell you, Tiffany, this is going to be a great year. This is going to be a great year, because I know people's individuality will come out, and our information is also in the comments section, and we're letting people know how to contact us. and also to get our products. Okay, not problems. You don't want our problems, but to get our products. Okay, to get our products. And Tiffany's book is I Choose Me, and you can get that information by going to her link. And mine is Unapologetically You, a 30-day transformation to winning. And you can get that also by going in the comments section and getting those links. But individuality, setting your pace, running on your own time clock, and this collaboration. Y'all, collaboration's a beautiful thing. Okay. After I get off these broadcasts today and we do our clubhouse today, I have 4 other people that I'm collaborating with today. I'm telling you, these programs, and you listen to these programs, you listen to these this workshop and this conference that's coming up, it's going to be mind-boggling, Tiffany. It's going to be mind-boggling because we want to see people win. Okay, it's more than about you and I. It's about other people too. We're going to win, team. I call y'all a team. You're the audience, but you're the team, okay? And I'm going to let you know you on the winning team. And it takes all of us together. It takes all of us together because we got this momentum build up inside that's going to carry us through this year. And we're going to come out winning because we already winning, okay?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
We're already winning.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's what that W is in me. I'm not throwing up West Side, even though I'm from the West Coast. That's that W is for winning. Okay. So I believe that we're in our winning season. And I think every season is going to be a winning season. It's up to you of how you're going to focus your mind in believing if this is really going to be your winning season or not. And listen, every season I'm planning on winning. I'm getting that W for my team. So that's just what I plan on doing. I want to be in the championship. And so I'm wanting to have that championship ring. And what's beautiful about this is even when you are in the championship, they're always going to be considered to be a winner. When you win that championship, yes, you're always going to have that title of I won. And that's what I plan on doing. I'm going to hold that title. I got a few titles under my belt, but that title winner, I'm definitely holding that one. I love being a winner. And so I believe we are definitely going to be in that season where we're all winners.
Yes.
So that's just where we're at. And I'm believing it's our winning season. Yeah. Thank you for sharing your business, Sugar.
Yeah. Upgraded Mindset LLC is elevating women away from their restricted beliefs by helping them realign and recondition the mind. Oh, yes, ma'am. And I have the Empowering Real Talk blog, podcast, and YouTube all here. Well, thank you for that information, Keith.
Yes.
You say, period. Winning season. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. 2022 has come in with a bang. Okay, with a bang.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, we maximizing that potential.
Absolutely, and that's what we got to do. Seriously, it's all growing from here. Nothing can stop us. We're going up. Okay,
we're going up. We're going up. But look at this one. Compete with yourself.
Come on, talk to us.
Yeah, you gotta compete with yourself. Okay, you gotta tell self. You gotta get up in the morning and you gotta tell self, get it together. Because sometimes self don't want to get it together, y'all. But you got to tell self, oh, we're gonna get it together today. Okay, you're gonna motivate yourself. We have to motivate ourselves. We have to get it together. We ain't worried about Sister Sue and Bobby Blue down there. We got to get it together. Okay, compete with yourself. Always be better than what you were the day before. Grow into that. The more you compete with yourself, the more that you better yourself the next day, the better it is for you. We're talking about the individuality today. We're talking about, we're not pointing fingers or trying to be somebody else. No, we're going to be ourselves unapologetically. Okay? And competing with ourselves. We have nobody to blame. So if we fail today and we are less than what we were the day before, we have nobody to blame. She say, my favorite 2 words in the morning to me, let's go. That's right. Let's go. Let's get it.
Let's go.
Yes. Girl, you know you got to get it together. Y'all know you got to get it together in the morning. You know how sometimes the body feels. It don't want to get up, especially now, when it's a little chilly outside.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
My bed
or
wanted to hold me
sometimes a little
hostage.
cold, huh?
I said my bed wanted to hold me hostage today. So I was like, this bed need to loose me and let me go. It felt good. It was cold though.
Yeah. Yeah. You got to get it together. You got to talk to yourself, but compete with yourself, compete with yourself. Get up, write something. Okay. And like I say, it's not all that little mumble jumble. Write something that counts. Okay. Write something that counts. And, the next day, add a little bit more, but do something for yourself. Compete with yourself. It's not competition with other people, it's competition with yourself. And that's what counts, talking to yourself. That's what counts. It's not what other people say about you, it's what you say about yourself. That's self-talk. Okay. Self-talk is good. You have to get in the mirror and talk to yourself and say, Gertrude, you're going to get it together today. Okay. You're going to get it together today. I know the body don't sometimes feel like it, okay? But hey, body, you're gonna get, and it's all mind over matter. It's got to, you got to talk to yourself. You got to get that mind to kick into that high gear. You got to get that mind in that momentum thing. You have to kick in. Yeah.
It's one of those little situations. Competing with yourself is a good thing. And like you said, I'm gonna take a page from David. I'm gonna encourage my own self. Because there's times that I'm not going to have anybody that's around that's going to tell me, Tiffany, you can get it. Tiffany, you need to get up. You ain't going to be my alarm clock and wake me up. I got to get it for me. And I always want to be a better version of what I am yesterday. So today's version always should be better than yesterday's version. I should always keep going and progressing, and I should always keep growing, never get to a point where I'm stagnated with my growth. Understood, taking a breath, taking a breather, taking a break for a half a moment, but get back in the game and go there. I want to always be a better individual. Absolutely, because we're going to make it happen. Now, that's one of those things I will shake myself in a minute and say, you know what, I got to make this happen. All right, let's go. Yep. So that you're going to always hear me talking to myself saying that. I am always saying, you know what, you got to get it. Let's go, make this happen. All right. Yes. I'll call when I say, come on, Rochelle. Oh Lord, it's over with. There, I'm going to head and talk to myself and say, Rochelle, you got to get it. The minute I do one of those little numbers, game on. Okay. But I'm always wanting to make sure I'm better than me. I don't want to compete with you. I don't want to compete with the next individual because I don't know their journey. I don't know how they grew up. I don't know what their upbringing is. I don't even know what resources they have. But me trying to look and keep up with the Joneses is not beneficial to me. I'm going to go ahead and keep up with Tiffany Rochelle, because that's the person that I can control. That's the person that I know. I know my pace, and I know where I was, and I know where I'm trying to go. And where I am now, I'm grateful because it's not where I was, but it is still in alignment with where I'm trying to go. So I'm growing. I'm going to compete with me because I'm going to always be better than I was before.
That's so true. That is so true. Compete, writing advice, compete with yourself, get it out there, and that brings us to what? Starting. Oh, wait, here we go. Starting, doing, and finishing. Start writing your book. Start writing. Do it, be consistent, but also finish. Finish what you started that day. That is so necessary when we're talking about writing advice. And we're talking about writing advice, if we can just even bring it even further in, writing advice from authors, okay? Writing advice from authors. Start. Don't just leave it in your head, because as long as it's in your head, it's a fantasy. You have to bring it out of your head. There's so much on the inside of you. I just want to inspire you today to let you see that there's so much on the inside of you that people are waiting for. They're waiting for what you know. And you're failing to get that out there. into their lives. Because remember, a writer has a responsibility. I don't know if you ever thought about that or not. It's just not about just being an author. An author has a responsibility to change someone's life, to change that reader's life. And not only that reader, but also that family, also generations. You have to think of it that way. You have to look at it that way because that's just the way it is. Okay. How many times have you been influenced by a movie or a book or even the news? Okay. So just think how much power there is in the written word. How much power there is. And you're sitting at the helm of that, directing somebody's life. So you have to start. Okay? And you have to do it. But also you have to finish it. Just don't put your book aside and say, well, I'll get to it one day. Because in actuality, that's being selfish. That's not using, your God-given talents and abilities. That's not, opening up somebody's the eyes of their understanding. That's holding back. It's as being an author, it's not about you. It's not about you at all. And we talked about that on previous broadcasts. It's not about you. It's all about your audience. So you have to look at it that way. That you no longer, whatever you did in the past, as of this day, what is today? January the 18th, 2022. Okay, you have to start it, get it out your head and do it every day consistently, no matter how you feel. Okay, because again, you have to talk to yourself. When you get up in the morning, you look in that mirror, you look in your eyes, you talking to yourself and you telling yourself certain things that will trigger you into motion. Believe me, the body will get in line. Yes, it will. The body will get in line because you have to no longer allow the body to dictate terms to you. Okay? You're bigger than your body. We're bigger than this. This is not the real us. The real us is on the inside. Okay? The real us. That's why you have to get in touch with yourself to know who you are and your purpose. But start, do it, and also finish it. Get it done so you can move on to the next step. Because your audience, 63,000 Google searches every second of every day are people looking for information in a condensed format, which is a book that they don't have time to look through, to scour the internet, to scour Google, to look on YouTube, because they're living busy lives just like all of us. Okay? And when you think of it that way, it's not about us, it's about your audience.
You definitely want to make sure you're appealing to your audience and knowing who your audience is. You definitely want to do that. Mm-hmm. But this race that we're running is an endurance race. So you got to endure. You're going to start the race, of course, but you got to endure and make sure that you're finishing it into the end. So you want to start your race, start your book, start your business, start working out, start going to school, doing the paperwork for that. Start doing your paperwork so that you can go ahead and purchase your house. Go ahead and start on it. And then there's going to be some stuff that you're going to have to do in the process of it. I done got my application for me to go to school. Now I got to fill it out. I'm doing the work. I done came up with the book title that I want to go do. Now I got to make sure I put all the information on the inside of the book. There is stuff that you start on doing. There's certain things that you have to do, and you got to keep it up until it's done. So you got to endure the particular process that you're going through. Go ahead. And sometimes there's going to be snafus that's going to come up. There's going to be things that's going to come in your way. There's going to be things that's going to be discouraging, or something may happen to you, a family member or a loved one, friends, family, cars may break down. Things are going to happen, but you got to endure. Situations are going to arise. You may have a loved one, a boo might come in your way, and that could be a distraction, but you still got to endure. You still got to press on. You still got to keep going until that thing is completed, until it's done. And even once that particular book is done or that company has started, then you still got stuff that you got to do. You done started the company, you done did your LLC, you done created your book. Now, even after you finished your book, now you got to get it out there to the market. People got to know, exactly what it is. So that's great that you started, but there's still always work to be done. Thank you for starting it. Thank you for continuing the process. And I'm grateful that you finished it. But now that that's done, there's still work to be done. So don't think that just because you wrote your book, it's over with. There's still work to do. But I'm grateful for you having the as my granny would say, the gumption to start. you had the ability to start. That's great. Continue and then finish.
Yes, continue and then finish. And that's so important, so important. And we talked about what? Setting your pace, competing with yourself, do, and finish. And then here's another one. This is where a lot of times people fall short, they just get discouraged. But celebrate those achievements, y'all.
Yes.
Celebrate those achievements. It doesn't have to be expensive, but make it exquisite. Okay? Celebrate those things. Set those little milestones, along the way, because this is a writing journey. A writing journey. And even if, you don't have anybody else to celebrate, you celebrate. You celebrate. However that might look like for you. Maybe you want to have a good dinner or whatever. You don't have to go out anywhere. You could set a nice place setting. Light you some candles. Have a bottle of champagne or whatever. Okay? A glass of juice. Whatever that might be. Whatever that looks like for you. Put on some soft music. Celebrate. Celebrate. That's something that a lot of times people don't do, Tiffany. They don't celebrate themselves, because they have that old mindset of being prideful. And they put it in their mind where people tell, oh, don't be prideful. Don't be prideful. We have to watch that's another thing. Have to watch our words when we talk to our kids and stuff like that. Grandkids and things of that nature, because it builds up limitations. So a lot of times people, they hold back on themselves, but celebrate. There's nothing wrong with celebrating achievements.
I believe you definitely should celebrate your achievements. And I think it's the celebration of the small victories that's going to cause you to have the great ones. In the process of goal setting, what I like to teach is, like, if you have particular goals, if you got 3 goals, get some sub bullets that goes under there that has, you have, like, I want to go to school, do the application process, find a school that you want to go to, and then I'm just saying start school. I'm just giving them something super easy. In the process of you doing those little things, those are little small victories. If you happen to see that, celebrate that. So then that's giving you your overall achievement. So those are small little things like, man, I accomplished it. I finally went back to school. Sometimes it's the little stuff that gets us overwhelmed and causes us not to want to finish doing it. But once we see, I checked that off, man, I did my application. Oh, I know what school I want to go to, or I know what school I want to go to. I did the application process to that. I got my financial aid, and now I'm getting ready to start. Like, you got to celebrate the small victories. Like you said, buy you a piece of candy. And even if maybe you're not financially able to buy you a piece of candy, or you don't have the wine, alcohol, or, whatever, you got some music somewhere around there. You better celebrate that little thing. See, for me, you say get some slow jams. Nah, man, I'm turning that joint up and I'm celebrating. Like, I'm here. But you have to take those moments to keep creating that momentum for you to do something. And that's how when you're celebrating the small victories, you see the overall. I want to celebrate any success that I have. I don't care if it means I have a pile of clothes that I got to go ahead and put up. Then me putting that pile of clothes up, getting that out of the way. And now I'm grateful because now my house is clean. Now my clothes that gotten put up, or either if I washed the coffee cup out, I'm celebrating because there was some type of progress. Whatever progress I've made, I celebrate those small victories. And overall, it helps you to change your mindset. It helps you to really realize, like, I'm doing better. And it keeps you in a positive progression versus just being like, whatever. Celebrating small achievements, celebrating your little victories, that matters, and it helps your mindset.
It does, huh?
Yeah.
I think Keisha had said that sometimes people are worried. Let me see. Go back to that. What did she say?
It's on the
About,
screen.
okay.
Yeah.
We downplay things worried about other people's reaction. You know,
Reaction.
mm-mm.
Forget the reactions.
We can't do that no more. We can't do that no more.
I can't afford to do that. I'm not worried about how you, because you may not even react at all of whatever it is that I'm transitioning or whatever I'm going through. I don't need you to react to that. It's my reaction of how I am, how I feel about it. I need to make sure that
Good
I am
morning,
reacting
Tommy.
the proper. Hey, Tommy. I need to be able to make sure that I am reacting in a proper way. I need to be able to celebrate what's going on, because even if you don't, it may not be considered something great to you. You know, you may not even appreciate it, but you, again, I know my story. I know my lane. I know my achievements. So because I know me from where I was and where I'm at now, man, that's major for me. You know, that's something super. So you may not appreciate that. You're like, oh, okay, what? You know, man, it's major. I got me a car. You don't understand how long I was walking. That's major for me. And you've had a car all your life. So what? Who cares? But I'm gonna celebrate me. I'm gonna be excited about whatever it was that I did, and I'm unapologetic about it. Period, Miss Keisha.
That's right. That's right. Unapologetic. But that is so true. You know, that is so true. You know, being unapologetic, celebrate those achievements, and don't be afraid to celebrate those achievements. You know, however it is. Now, it could be by yourself. You could celebrate with others. You know, but I'm gonna drop a nugget in there. Celebrate with people of like mind. Okay, people that's bringing you up to a level. They're pulling you. Okay, they're pulling you up to that level. We have to stop, I won't say associating. Everything has its place, okay? Everybody have their place. But surround yourself with people who's also going to celebrate your achievements. People who's going to pull you up. People that's like-minded, okay? People who are not crabs in the grass. People who are not negative, okay? People who are going someplace, all right? I don't have time for lazy people sitting down, you know, and not getting in the game. They just want to sit on the sideline. You know the energy that will draw from you. You can't do that. You can love everybody, but everybody has a place, okay? Everybody has a place. Everything has a time. There's a time and season for everything. And 2022, it ain't their time. Not when we're in the game, Tiffany. Not when we're in the game. Not when we in the celebration mode, okay? Not when we collaborating. Not when we going in. We're going in. We can see us winning. We can see we on this track right now. We can see straight down to the goal line, okay? Straight down, because the things, the projects, the people that you know that we have in place right now with these workshops and these conferences, man, all I did yesterday when I was talking, all I did was this, oh my God, thank you, God. You know, how did I get here? Oh, thank you, God, because I see, you know, where we going. And the things that we have planned, you know, some of the things that, you know, you tell me, some of the things I tell you, and how we bring it together. And it's all for the benefit of our audience, because I know that they're going to be wild. I know they're going to be wild. So we want to tell you right now, audience, if you know authors, if you know people that need to hear this information, that need to be in this workshop that's coming up February the 17th, that needs to be in this conference, you know, drop their names in this comment section, or tell them about the show to get in touch with us, because I'm going to tell you, wherever they at in their writing, it's going to take them to the next level. But they got to get busy, Tiffany. They got to want to be team players, because just like this information that we have, that they're going to be participating in, they can't sit on the sidelines, okay? They got to be active participants in this.
I tell you, they need to get into the game.
They got to get in the
It
game.
is
You
go
can't sit back on the sideline,
Mhm.
because if you sit on the sideline, you're not going to get nothing.
At all.
Not nothing at all.
Mm-mm.
That's how good it is. Okay, that's how good it is. It's juicy. You know, I want to tell the whole thing, but I can't tell the whole thing. I gotta allow people to tell it. You know, I just put it out there. You know, and when I say maximize your potential, oh, okay, then they say, "Oh, I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you."
Yeah.
And when I get there and I talk to them and I tell them what we're doing here on this platform, and I tell them how we want them to tie in, they're in for it.
They're ready.
It's a beautiful thing.
They're gonna start celebrating too. They're gonna start celebrating too.
They're gonna start celebrating
It's a celebration over here. So I kid you not, because there's some stuff that you're about to start achieving right about now.
Oh yeah.
And it's time for us to stop being mediocre. It's time for us just to be stuck just not doing. Listen, it's time for you to start winning. It's time for you to start being courageous. It's time for you to get out there and start being who you are for real. So, like, yep, I know I got some courage. You ain't gonna call me courage. Call me courage, okay? I ain't no cowardly dog out here, okay?
Do you have the courage? That's it. A lot of people don't have the courage because what happened, Tommy? They're in that old mindset. They still there with Big Mama said, okay? They're still playing those old tunes in their head. They don't want to change. They got to get out of not wanting to change. This time out for dragging people and pulling people. You either want it or you don't. I don't have time in this season. I'm not dragging nobody. I'm not pulling nobody. I'm not begging nobody.
I'll lead you to the water. It's up to you what you want to get from it.
Honey, all I'm doing is pointing. All I'm doing is pointing. You want it?
There's directions. Absolutely. So it's up to you if you want to do it. If you want to have the water, if you want to drink, if you're thirsty, listen here. Here it is. But if you don't want to and you want to stay thirsty throat, go for it. You know, that's all on you there. But I promise you over here, hate it, love it, or leave it. You can either grow or not. And if you don't want to grow, I'm all right with that. That's all on you. But I promise you, I'm growing and I'm going to grow and go. So
grow and go. That's right. Nobody, bingo. That's it. Nobody dragging in 2022. That's it.
Doing none of that. I don't even. When I had a dog, I wasn't even dragging my dog. If you want to be out and you want to go for a walk today, let's go. If you don't want to go for a walk today, don't get mad. I ain't going when you're ready. It's go time. You better go when I'm ready for you. So listen, it's time to go. No more dragging, no more pulling, no more tugging. You know, I'm going to cheerlead you to celebrate you for your victories. But I'm not cheering you on. Come on, there we go. Don't need because if I have to pump you to get you to the point to get, I'm good. No, when you get started, I'm celebrating with you. I'm cheering you on, but I need you to get started first. I need you to want this. I need you to love yourself, to progress for yourself. I can't do it for you. I can't accept it for you. You got to want it yourself.
Yep. And it moves us into the writing advice for authors, connecting with your audience. You got to connect more than just the emotional level. Okay. You got to connect on a personal level. Okay. And I'm not talking about that personal level, knowing all their business. Personal level, by really, really, really understanding that person, by not seeing that person as a dollar sign or not seeing that person as a number, but seeing that person for the individual that they are. Okay, where they need that help, you know, going into seeing beyond the outer facade, because you know people are put on the facade, Tiffany. They'll put on that face, they'll put on that mask, they'll put on everything is fine, everything is good, but we have to see it for them. And there's a way that you could see it. You could see it. You could go right into their heart. And the thing is, they don't even have to say a word. But, you know, that's when you truly know your audience. When you have that avatar and you really, really know them, could connect on that personal level to get those, like you say, toxins out of the heart. Okay. And you know mine, the toxins for you is in the heart. The thing for me is the root cause, getting those roots out. those old roots, like, Tommy refers to Big Mama's voice back there, those old roots that have gone in and they have dug deep down. Back in Louisiana, the trees, they tap, okay? There's a tap root. They go down deep. It's not like in Florida, when the winds come and just blow over the tree. No, in Louisiana, those roots tap. They tap into the ground, okay? And some of those roots, some of those things in your audience life or your reader's life, it really has tapped into that, okay? That's why you have to know them, not only on that emotional level to get them to do something, but to tap into that root, to pluck that root up, okay? And that's the thing that brings that transformation. That's that thing that brings that change. That's that thing that, helps the audience, okay, to transform their lives, not only their lives, but family life and generations life. Really connecting with your audience. That's why you have to be authentic. That's why you have to love what you do, okay? That's why you have to love people. It's not about the dollar signs, okay? Believe me, trust me, it's not about that. When you serve people and you serve them well, you don't have to worry about the dollars because they'll come. The last thing on the totem pole should be money. Money will come. But people's lives make a difference.
People's lives definitely make a difference. And that's one reason why you got to know who you cater to.
Yeah.
You have to know who you cater to because that definitely matters. You got to be able to connect to the people that you're actually catering to the specific ones that you're serving. Sometimes we're trying to cater to everybody, and then you're going to get tapped out. And then you're going to get worn out. And there's no reason for you to have to get tapped out, worn out when you know who you're supposed to be connecting with. Sometimes you'll talk to an individual and in the process, when I'm doing my discovery calls or I'm talking to people outside and I tell them, hey, this is what I do. Once we start talking, I'm like, yeah, you're not for me. I could talk to you. I can be like, hey, okay. But as far as service wise, that's not for me. I realize you're not a part of who I'm serving. And you ain't going to drain me. You're not going to wear me out. I know exactly who it is that I'm supposed to be connecting to. In order for me to prevent my burnout, I make sure that I'm speaking to whoever it is that I'm supposed to speak to. I'm speaking to the right audience. I'm speaking to women. I'm speaking to single women, divorced women. I speak to who I know I'm supposed to be able to reach. And I'm not going to get burned out in this season. I'm just not going to. As Tommy loves to talk about eating, I'm going to make sure I'm eating this. And I like to eat. Don't let my little size fool you, okay? I like eating, okay? Yeah. So I'm going to be to that point where I'm making sure that I do what I can to make sure I appeal to my audience. And I'm going to connect with individuals. I love connecting, period. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to connect with those individuals, and that's going to be able to help me. Once I'm connecting with the right individuals, then that makes sure that the information that I'm putting out there is the right information, because I do have a personal touch with you. I have connected with you. I know what certain individuals want. And for me, it's easy for people to open up to me. It's easy for them to start telling me things. So it's easy for me to connect with you because the ones that I talk to on a regular basis, which are different individuals, but the ones I talk to, they share information. So it's easy for me to help. As you always say, it's always overflowing. It's always pouring out. It's a well that never runs dry because as you're connecting with individuals, you're learning stuff. And I'm always able to give you what you need, because I'm listening. That's the catch to doing this. You got to listen. You got to be able to hear. You got to be able to listen and hear. Okay. Because two different things, but I need to be able to hear it so that I'm able to give you what it is that you need.
It's so true, and that connection is so important, connecting in this season. And, I believe with my connections this season, and I'm talking about the readers, the audience, and different ones, even the collaborations, there's no waste there. There's no junk there. None. You hear me? None. Because they start off and the connection's there. The vision's there. Because as people talk to me, I'm visualizing things because I'm visual. I visualize things. I create things from what I hear, what they're saying. As they're talking to me, I have this vision going in my head, what steps that needs to be taken. And it's so important, Tiffany. It's so important. But yeah, So y'all, audience, we just love y'all. We really love y'all, and we're so excited for y'all to know these things that that's in place right now, that is being put together, that's really gonna bless y'all, that's really gonna take y'all to the next level. And like these activities, like yesterday you had sent me a text or a message or whatever, and you were talking about that certain thing. I'm talk after we get off, um and I think that'll be an excellent activity, because with that, it's just making our audience, bringing them to a place where they don't have to sit back and not be a part. It's an activity lesson, just like a lot of these other things. These are all activities where they can participate in real time. Okay, as we teach, they participate in, and it'll come around. It'll come around. It'll go around from one to the other, and I'm just excited about this. I'm excited about this. So this is the writing advice from authors to authors, to let you know that we're pouring value into you, and we're hoping that you're receiving the benefits. You're seeing the benefits, with the momentum that we're storing up on this platform, that it's enough to carry you through those places where you want to just be comfortable, or taking your ideas and taking them from that being dormant to really getting in there and writing your book, and really getting there and connecting with your audience, or really getting in there and seeing that you have a responsibility to change the trajectory of not only one person or a couple of people, but a whole generations of people to come, and that's the thing that blesses us, Tiffany. That's the thing that blesses me, to know that we are talking to people that have a lot on the inside of them. Okay, and that they're beginning to see it. The eyes of their understanding is beginning to be enlightened, where they'll see their value, where they'll go out and do the things that they had thought that maybe they couldn't do. But now, like Tommy said, now they have the courage to do those things. Okay, they have the courage, they have the motivation. I believe right now we're starting a movement. Okay, we're starting a movement. Okay, because like I said on the broadcast yesterday, we're turning the corner. They think it's just a writing thing, but we're turning the corner right now. That's why we had technical difficulties yesterday. And the devil don't want certain things to get out. Okay, he didn't want certain things, but little did he know, if it went down on my side, you carried on. You carried on.
I'm gonna carry on. I'm gonna carry the torch now.
Yeah, we carried on. So that's what it's about. When you collaborate with one another. Okay. Mm-hmm. When one is down, what is it? A 3/4 cord is not quickly broken. Okay. All right. Mm-hmm. So what? It's you, me, and we had God, right? So yeah, 3/4 cord is not quickly broken. That's it. And we just carried on. You carried on. You carried the torch. Mm-hmm. But we're turning the corner. Okay?
Did you see your love note?
Turning the corner.
Did you see your love note?
Oh, I love you too, Tommy. I love you too. What did he say? The devil is busy. Oh, yes, he is. Mm-hmm. Yes. And after this program, then he got on the Clubhouse. Uh-huh. Girl, I was standing outside in my driveway on the car, and I couldn't get a signal.
Yo, it was something else yesterday. But here's the thing. That was yesterday. And yesterday's problems, we are not going to carry over into today. So that's not going to hold us hostage for today. We're going to carry on, and we're going to move on, and somebody going to get this here, okay? They're going to have their opportunity to grow. So we're not going to let yesterday get us stuck in Stuck Street. We're going to be unstuck, okay?
Unstuck,
okay? So we're going on. Mm-hmm.
But we are turning the corner, okay? So those who are with us, those who have an ear to hear, and an eye to see. We are turning the corner. Okay, we are turning the corner. And what does that mean, Tommy? That's it. We're turning the corner. And y'all gonna love it. Y'all gonna love it. So y'all get y'all people on here. Y'all get y'all people ready. Okay. We all get y'all people ready. Those who are stuck in situations, they're gonna come on out.
Unstuck.
They're coming out.
It's time to be unstuck. They're coming out.
Because we know our purpose. We know our purpose. I know mine. You know yours, Tiffany?
Absolutely. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. And we know who we talking to.
Absolutely.
Yes, because that good job, period. What you say? He who has an ear to hear, yet let them hear. That's right. Let them hear. But, you know, we just thank y'all for joining us today.
And he's answering your question. The I'll be down was to you being outside.
Yes, I was outside leaning on the car, y'all. Leaning on the car. And I kept saying, Tiffany, do you hear me? And she said, you're going in and out. You're going in and out. After I had walked from the back of the house, down the hallway, out the front door.
Yo, I need my towel. Why don't I have my towel right now? Oh, man,
I was having a day. But at least I had the Zoom. And then I just laid across the bed after that. Okay. I said, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening. Then my phone went off notification. I had a Zoom meeting.
Yeah.
And I said, today?
It's today.
But I was able to do it. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, it ain't about me. It's all about y'all that the devil didn't want this information to get. But we doing it anyway. It got through. This call came out of Canada.
Wow.
Okay. British Columbia. A lady who been wanting to connect with me. And she did connect with me. But for some reason, it didn't go through. But then she was able to reconnect with me.
Have all the mercies.
All the mercies. All the mercies.
All the
but
mercies.
It's for our audience because y'all are gonna love this. Y'all gonna love this.
Yeah, it's exciting. It's exciting.
Yeah.
So we're going to drop that link for you for the workshop for the Awakening Your Greatness. That's what it is. The Awakening Your Greatness. It's time for you to awaken and come out of that slumber. It is time for you to arise and stir up some of those gifts that's inside of you. You have so much greatness and you have so much potential on the inside of you. It is time to let those things that are inside you come out. Granny always used to say, everything in you got to come out. Well, those good things that are inside of you, it's time to manifest and let those things come out. So it's time for it to awaken. It's time for us to go. How you said you got to start. That's your awaken. It's time for us to start doing some things so that we'll be able to be on finish. And it's go time. That's what that is. It is go time. So that link for that workshop is going to be into the comment section, and it's also going to be on. I know the flyer right now is on our pages. But you'll be able to click the link as well so that you'll be able to become a part of that. And so this is exciting. It is time to awaken some greatness, and it's go time. I'm ready for this.
It's go time. So follow us over to the Coach's Corner. And after the Coach's Corner, we'll be on Clubhouse. But we want to remind you that this is your time. This is your season. This is your turning point. So have a great rest of your day.
Grace and peace, y'all.